a swipe instead then. And when you need more cash, and make your family send it from abroad to card. Get the JN Money Card. It's safe, convenient, and free.
JN Money Card only available and used in Jamaica. Must be 18 years or older. JN Money Services USA Incorporated, a licensed money transmitter in Connecticut, District of Columbia, Maryland, New Jersey, New York, Pennsylvania, and Massachusetts.
Are you looking for a way to ship your valuables to Jamaica and the rest of the Caribbean islands? Well, guess what? It's all about Quality One International Shipping Express Corp. They provide a one-stop, hassle-free, customer-friendly environment, quick and efficient service guaranteed. Quality One does sailing to Kingston, Montego Bay, and the entire Caribbean. Shipment includes barrels, boxes, crates, motor vehicle, motorcycle, household appliances, furniture, anything you want to ship. Quality One International Shipping Express Corp can ship it. Quality One is located at 3913 Dyer Avenue in the Bronx. That's 3913 Dyer Avenue, Bronx, New York. Or you can find them at 941A Utica Avenue, Brooklyn, New York. Telephone number for the Bronx location is 718-231-1909. Or give them a call in Brooklyn. Number is 718-484-0917. So if you're looking for a safe and a dependable way to send your valuables to the Caribbean islands, check out Quality One International Shipping Express Corp.
I need some tax to be done, and I don't know where to go. Where can I go to get that?
Call Taxman Shippy, man.
Yeah, but I also have income tax also.
Him do the same thing to man. Shippy, man, just call 718-231-2058. And him deal with all of the tax, man. I tell you.
Wait. You're telling me that he does income tax, corporation tax, payroll tax, sales tax, all in one at one place? Taxman Shippy, is that where I can get everything I need?
Definitely, man. Go right down there. Him deal with my thing too, you know.
Does he do bookkeeping?
Trust me. Just call him, man. Let me get the number, man. 718-231-2058. Yeah, man. And just ask the Taxman Shippy and tell him, say, you need your tax deal with me, brother.
Whoa. His number is 718-231-2058.
Yes, I am. See him place in I Bronx, there, man. Taxman Shippy. Just call him up.
But I don't have my phone on me. Do you have an address?
Yeah, man. Them address are 942 East 233rd Street, Bronx, New York. National accounting firm for all your taxation and auditing. 942 East 233rd Street, Bronx, New York. Derek L. Shippy. You could call him at 718-231-2058 or 917-652-0803. Or you could fax them at 718-231-2067.
I love doing my taxes. When springtime comes, don't you?
New York, I introduce the best ice cream factory located in Mount Vernon, 408 East Sanford Boulevard. Call and place your order at 914-699-1349. We also do delivery from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. We have the most Jamaican flavors: grape nut, pistachio grape nut, rum and razor, Jamaican rum and razor, sour milk ice cream, sugar-free ice cream, stout ice cream cake, peach grape nut, and more. Also check out Papa Deli's right next door. When you talk about jerk chicken, jerk pork, roast fish, fried fish, and roast corn, contact me at 914-699-0145. Also check out our juice bar with our smoothies, boosters, mash, and therapy juices. 408 East Sanford Boulevard. Ice cream, jerk chicken, roast fish and corn, and over them gone.
We sold it.
CB Jerk Center, 150 West 3rd Street, Mount Vernon, New York. Catering for all occasions. Call and place your order at 914-863-0188 or 646-294-3939 or 917-870-4088. Check out our menu. We have curry goat, curry chicken, fried chicken, brown stew chicken, jerk and stew pork, stew peas, oxtail, brown stew fish, $12 and upwards. Goes by order. Steamed fish, $12 and upwards. Also goes by order. Steamed vegetables. All meals come with white rice or rice and peas with vegetable. Check out the soup menu. We have chicken soup, red pea soup, seafood soup, goat head soup at CB Jerk Center, 150 West 3rd Street, Mount Vernon, New York. Catering for all occasions. Big up the top chef Conroy and his wife. Big up the two grill masters, Courtney and Ron. So remember to check out CB Jerk Center, 150 West 3rd Street, Mount Vernon, New York. Catering for all occasions.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's here. Have you ever experienced a bad workmanship? Someone who work at your house and you're not satisfied, but you can't find good help? Well, look no further. Quicklink Construction is a licensed general construction company that's fully insured for the 5 boroughs and Westchester. A one-stop construction company that will cater to your needs. Experience is what counts in this business, and we have the experience for more than 35 years. So if you need a paint job, call us. If the roof is talking to you, call us. If your garage won't open, call us. If you need a new paint job, call us. If you try to do the work yourself and your wife won't talk to you, call us. 914-665-0106. Quicklink Construction. No job too big, no job too small. Just call us. 914-665-0106. 914-665-0106. We have the experience. Quicklink Construction.
And I know.
Pass me a flask, let me tell the things them. People never know the rum talk and me a sing them. Ali Brand the rum boss I represent. Remember Dilsham, Butchers Wine and Spirit Inc. Of all of the alcoholic beverages you need. From a pink to a anchor. Moscato, Merlot, Hennessy, Douce, Tiger Bone, Ginseng, Rare Nephew Rum, Appleton, Myers Rum, Stone Ginger Wine, Red Label, Taylor Port, Fairbanks, Mount Gay, Sangster, Rum Bar, Jamaica Brandy, Syrah, Grey Goose, Jack Daniels, Johnny Walker and more. You drinking or joking? Open hours. Monday to Thursday, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Friday to Saturday, 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. on Sunday. Address 104 South 4th Avenue, Mount Vernon, New York, 10550. It makes sense to save you dollars. Contact 914-699-7267. Email us at DutchessWineXpert@gmail.com. Must be 21 and over to drink. 40 minimum delivery. Drink responsibly.
My cause, oh ja. I don't know Junex I represent for Linkage Radio. 104.5 FM. I def them.
You're locked on to the number one radio station. Number one radio station.
They play the best music.
Number one. The best music. For your listening pleasure.
Cargill Community Project, in association with Cooler Runnings Restaurant, presents our annual free Community Thanksgiving Day dinner on Thursday, November 26th, Thanksgiving Day, to be held at Cooler Runnings Restaurant, located at 1802 Nereid Avenue at the corner of Wickham and Nereid Avenues in the Bronx from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. It's a social distance and mask-wearing grab-and-go event. This event is sponsored by Corner Grill Restaurant, Corman Cable 2020, Express Forms and Documents, Sheffield 2 Restaurant, Bronx International Church of God, Unity with Love Radio 97.3 FM, Future FM Radio 98.9 FM. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is a Cargill Community Project Grab and Go Thanksgiving Day dinner. Bring the entire family out and let's have a great time. It's a grab and go. See you there. When you are hungry, come to Cooler Runnings Restaurant, located at 1802 Nereid Avenue, corner of Wickham Avenue in the Bronx. We specialize in the best Jamaican and American cuisine, serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We are open 24 hours, 7 days a week. We offer free in-house delivery, minimum $20 purchase, and we also have Uber Eats. We do barbecue Thursdays, fish fry Fridays, and seafood Saturdays. For more information, give us a call for our address and menu, 718-324-7484. Once again, that's 718-324-7484. Cooler Runnings Restaurant, simply the best Jamaican food.
16 minutes after 5 o'clock. Let me welcome you to Inside the Zone with Lady D, Denise Gomez. Today's feature on the Monday Drive, keeping you in the know in the city you walk, drive, and reside. How are you, everybody? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Inside the Zone is the community platform where information is guaranteed. Hashtag host Lady D, hashtag ITZ Radio, hashtag ITZ Community Life. Email insidethezone@gmail.com. Catch me on Facebook, Lady D Denise Gomez, as well as on my Instagram page, Lady D Denise Gomez. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It is the third Monday in the month of November, November 16, 2020. And in this evening's feature of the Monday Drive, the Monday Beat, Voices, Music Zone, a Jamaica Ting, keeping you in the know and community life. I'd like to say hi to those of you who are joining me for the very first time. Welcome, welcome, welcome to you. This is Linkage Radio 104.5, 101.7. The show is being broadcast on CaribbeanVibesRadio.com, SignRadio.net, that is Sign FM 88.9. I will be with you until 7 p.m. Are you celebrating your birthday? Happy birthday to you. It is your wedding anniversary. And a baby was born somewhere in the world today. We welcome life, don't we? Being the third Monday in the month of November, guess what? Guess what? Sounds of Africa Monday. Coming up in the Monday Beat, chasing the Monday Blues out of here. And of course, coming up at 5:30 p.m., I'll be having a discussion with John Andrews. Now, John is no stranger to Inside the Zone, nor is he a stranger in Mount Vernon. He's an exceptionally delightful and intense writer. John will be joining me at 5:30 p.m. to talk about the upcoming film that he has, Yearning to Exhale. It's a 2020 lockdown. And in a Jamaica Ting this afternoon, the Cowitch and Mr. Foolman. What is that about, Lady D? What you went and dug up this time? Anybody know about Cowitch? That's in Jamaica Ting. And you know it hails out of this afternoon, my Anansi feature. Anansi, Anansi, Anansi. Keeping you in the know at 6 p.m. with news, happenings, and facts. Followed right after with Community Live. Lockdown illegal parties, the haunted few in COVID-19. Man, oh man, some disturbing news coming out of Jamaica. And you know, we're always talking about what's going on here in the United States. And That's how we wrap up the show this evening for the Monday Drive, keeping you in the know in the city you walk, drive, and reside. Welcome, everybody. It is my Africa Monday, 5:21 p.m. in the Monday Beat, chasing the Monday blues out of here. Let's rock, let's rock, let's rock. You know who this is? I'd go way back, way back. Miriam. Oh, Miriam. Miriam Makeba. Pata,
to move as soon as Pata Pata starts to play. To start off the Monday Beat, chasing the Monday blues out of here. Miriam Makeba. Andrea says she has always loved that. Me too, Andrea. So I went and did some digging. Welcome, everyone, to the Monday Drive, keeping you in the know in the city you walk, drive, and reside. My name is Denise Lady D. Gomez. Linkage Radio 104.5, 101.7. Our telephone number is 914-600-4228. That is 914-600-4228. Please let someone know they can log on to my YouTube channel, Inside the Zone with Lady D, and you'll catch me there live. I'm sporting black today, my black sweater. Yeah, I'm in black sweater today. Hello, everybody. More music in the Monday Beat, chasing the Monday blues out of here at 5:24 p.m.
That's what I'm talking about on a Monday afternoon at 5:31 p.m. Good afternoon to you, everyone. Welcome to Inside the Zone with Lady D, Denise Gomez. It is the Monday Drive, keeping you in the know in the city you walk, drive, and reside. And, of course, it's now time for Voices, the intellectual voice that has everyone talking. Who is on the line with me?
John Allen Andrews.
Hey, John.
Good evening.
Good evening to you. It's been a while. It's been a while.
It's been a minute.
Right. Last time we saw each other, we were right here in Mount Vernon. And
Yes.
now something new and exciting is happening for you. Yearning to exhale. I'm trying to see if I can catch my breath. Yearning to exhale, John. Yearning to exhale. So how have you been?
I've been doing wonderful. Busy working on getting this feature film to the next level.
All right. And for the benefit of those who they have no idea who you are, I'm speaking in oblivion here. They're not sure what I'm talking about.
Oh my gosh.
Just give them a quick synopsis of your work, and we'll start talking about this latest project.
Yes, I'm an international best-selling author with multiple titles, and I'm excited about bringing one of my big projects to screen. We did a short film on it in September. We have screened that short film multiple times. A lot of people love it, and they're encouraging us to take it to the next level. So most of my time is taken up in taking this to the next level, and I feel confident that by January we're going to be in principal photography, because that's how the balls are rolling right now, and it's an exciting project. It's COVID centric. It's historical. It's a mystery. It's a drama, and it's one of those now projects. It's one of those projects that touches the depths of love, hurt, and disappointment. It has to do with a family of three, a daughter who's 17 years old, and she collaborates with her dad writing a novel on the pandemic.
All right, so don't say another word.
Her mother is a retired ER nurse. She retired early.
So, John, are you hearing me? John? Don't say another.
Yes.
Don't say another word. You stick a pin, as we say right there.
I'm sticking a pin.
5:34 p.m. Inside the Zone with Lady D, Denise Gomez. Welcome, everybody. If you're joining me for the very first time, I'd like to welcome you to the segment. And right now, I'd like to play from the Yearning to Exhale trailer. Something that you're gonna say, something stands out here. I need to go see what John and the rest. So you don't go anywhere. Stick and stay with me right here inside the zone with Lady D, Denise Gomez, and of course, if you'd like to catch me on my YouTube channel, it's Inside the Zone with Lady D. Linkage Radio 104.5, 101.7. Let's take a jump over to the trailer, Yearning to Exhale.
Betsy Baptiste Memorial Hospital.
So they want you badly.
They want me back badly, yes.
Mom is retired, right? She's been enjoying her well-deserved early retirement.
I'm scared. Not so much for me, but for my family.
Don't worry. I came out of early retirement to be here for you.
So, what did the editor say earlier?
You said we got an epic.
Are you for real? Yes, Dad! Congratulations!
Mr. Reed, you wrote this?
I did, with my teen daughter.
I see you referenced COVID. You may want to take that out.
Those darn publishers, they have their knees in our necks, suppressing our work and denying our right to breathe creatively.
Mr. Reed, your book references black voter suppression?
To sell your book, you're gonna need to remove Trump.
What are we gonna do now? Gosh, Mom.
I'm here. I'm here. Even when it seems all hope is lost.
What? I'm coming to see her.
My brother, my sister.
Tell them I want somebody to call me tonight, man, and let me know what's going on with Erica, all right? She get this hospital too much time, man, and they called her in the morning and brought her back, and now she called COVID, man. I want some explanation, man. I want to know who gave her COVID in this joint, man.
Tomorrow brings, we'll be together. Yes, my brother.
A vaccine is going to surface for COVID, and Erica, the fighter she is going to be killed. A friend of mine once said, every setback is a setup for a comeback.
Well, John, this is raw and it is real. And I'm sure there are persons who, once they are seated in their seats, they'll say, I know that something, my friend had that experience, or a relative of mine had that experience, because people share commonalities, you know, in certain themes. And this is typical. So I watched the trailer last evening and I'm like, oh my goodness, John has really put a lot of work with his cast into this production. Now, who are your actors? How are they feeling about this new project?
They love it. The lady who played Imoya, who played my wife, she's from St. Lucia, and Amber Pickens, who played my daughter, she's from here in New York. And I've got Brian Parker, who worked with me. He's now in North Carolina. He worked with me back when I did those off-Broadway plays. Remember when I did interviews with the registration for those off-Broadway plays? He worked with me back then on a couple of them. Right. Also, Troy, the gentleman who's in the hospital bed, he worked with me before. Lorraine has worked with me prior. She also came on as script supervisor, and she just did a phenomenal job. And the doctor, he's over there on Eastchester and Amsterdam, I think. Yeah, he's over there, and he played a very crucial role because he came in with the scientific expertise, to really make things happen. And we got together and did just a phenomenal production. One of the things I must say is that I had no intentions of playing the lead role as an actor. I just wanted to direct. However, the gentleman who had the lead role, about 2 hours before we were ready to shoot, he was still missing in action. And I looked at myself and I said, do I send everybody home and reshoot in March of 2021, or do I use my acting experience to save the project? And it's a good thing that the location was just about 15 minutes away, and I rushed over to my house. I got a wardrobe. I went back. I dug in, and I pulled it off.
Oh, wonderful!
It was a miracle. I don't know how it happened.
Yeah, congratulations! Congratulations! So it takes place on Saturday, November 21, from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Is that it? 8 to 9?
Yes, that is a screening. Be sure to check with Eventbrite, because right now, because COVID seems to be spiking again, there are some new rules that the governor has just issued last weekend. So make sure to check with Eventbrite to make sure that the event is happening. Because if we feel that it's going to be problematic, we'll just pull it and do the event at another time. Because we don't want people to come out there and watch a screening and then say they came to a John Angels screening and they caught COVID. You know what I mean?
No,
so just check with Eventbrite, make sure the event is still happening.
Yes, we can't have that. So, ladies and gentlemen, Yearning to Exhale 2020 Lockdown. It's a pre-Thanksgiving must-see film, written, produced, and directed by John Allen Andrews. And a stay-in-place order straps a struggling New York City writer. So, to remain productive, he collaborates with his law school-focused daughter to write a COVID-19 pandemic book. Armed with a completed manuscript, he encounters a brick wall of publishers wanting to suppress his work and control the COVID-19 market. Don't miss it this coming Saturday. It's this coming Saturday? Yes.
This coming Saturday, yes. 2 shows, 8 p.m. and 9 p.m.
All right.
But check with Eventbrite. Make sure that it's happening because of the COVID spikes.
Yes, go to Eventbrite and search for Yearning to Exhale. Again, congratulations, John, and I'm looking forward to seeing this screenplay and, just saying, wow, John, you're going on, man. You're going on with things.
We got to do it.
All righty. So thank you for joining me on Voices this afternoon, and I wish you well. And everyone who's tuning in as far as possible, please go on to Eventbrite and search for Yearning to Exhale 2021 Lockdown and get your tickets, because, of course, he just explained in light of the impending new restrictions, there are a lot of changes that will be made, and you don't want to, get caught on the outside. So thank you, John. All the best, and I'll see you.
Thank you very much, Lady D. Thanks for all you do, and keep rocking the nation.
I do my best. Thank you. Take it easy.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
All right, 5:43 p.m. That was John Allen Andrews, and I'm hoping that you will be. Hey, Pat, you remember John? Right? We were here. When was it again, Pat? I don't remember. Maybe about 3 years ago or so. He was here in Mount Vernon when he staged that play. So good afternoon, everyone. You're joining me for the first time. My name is Denise Lady D. Gomez, and I'd like to welcome you to Inside of the Zone Monday Drive, keeping you in the know in the city you walk, drive, and side. Yeah. I'm singing up a storm. So if you're joining me for the first time, hello and welcome to you. Of course, I got another selection in my Africa Monday for you. And while I'm in Africa Monday, just letting you know, coming right after is a Jamaica ting, the Cowitch and Mr. Foolman. And at 6 p.m., Chris Wilby of Caribbean Vibes Radio.com will be joining me. Our telephone number is 914-600-4228. That is 914-600-4228. Looking forward to chitting and chatting. Yeah, chitting and chatting with you this afternoon. More Africa Monday for you right after it's, of course, a Jamaica ting. The show is brought to you by Cooler Runnings Jamaican Restaurant, 1802 Narita Avenue in the Bronx. Stay with me until 7 p.m. Don't go anywhere.
Viumbe vyote vya Mungu wetu na mfalme wetu, viumbe vyote vya Mungu wetu na mfalme wetu, pazeni sauti ili nasi mwimbe, pazeni sauti ili nasi mwimbe. Watu wote, viumbe vyote, awaye yote, sifu Mungu. Watu wote, viumbe vyote, awaye yote, sifu Mungu.
All creatures of our God and King,
Wasifuni Mungu.
lift up your voice and with us sing.
Wasifuni Mungu.
Thou burning sun with golden beam,
Imbeni,
thou silver moon with softer gleam.
pazeni sauti imbeni, viumbe vyote vya Mungu wetu na mfalme wetu, viumbe vyote vya Mungu wetu na mfalme wetu, pazeni sauti ili nasi mwimbe, pazeni sauti ili nasi mwimbe. Amen. Watu wote, all creatures, viumbe vyote, everybody, awaye yote, praise the Lord. Mungu. Amen. Watu wote, all creatures, viumbe vyote, everybody, awaye yote, praise the Lord. Mungu.
Thou rushing wind that art so strong,
Wasifuni Mungu.
ye clouds that sail in heaven along.
Wasifuni Mungu.
Thou rising morn in praise rejoice,
Imbeni,
ye lights of evening find a voice.
pazeni sauti imbeni, viumbe vyote vya Mungu wetu na mfalme wetu, viumbe vyote vya Mungu wetu na mfalme wetu, pazeni sauti ili nasi mwimbe, pazeni sauti ili nasi mwimbe. Amen. Watu wote, all creatures, viumbe vyote, everybody, awaye yote, praise the Lord. Sifu Mungu. Amen. Watu wote, all creatures, viumbe vyote, everybody, awaye yote, praise the Lord. Sifu Mungu. The flowing water pure and clear, make music for thy Lord to hear. The fire so masterful and bright in Benny, that giveth man both warmth and light. Benny, viumbe vyote vya Tusifu Mungu.
Let all things their Creator bless.
Osifuni Mungu.
And worship Him in humbleness.
Osifuni Mungu.
Oh, praise the Father, praise the Son.
Imbeni, imbeni.
And praise the Spirit, three in one.
Paseni sauti, imbeni. Viumbe vyote vya Mungu wetu na mfalme wetu. Viumbe vyote vya Mungu wetu na mfalme wetu. Paseni sauti, ili nasi mwimbe. Paseni sauti, ili nasi mwimbe. Amen.
Watu wote,
all creatures,
viumbe vyote,
everybody,
awaye yote,
praise the Lord.
Mungu.
Amen.
Watu wote,
all creatures,
viumbe vyote,
everybody,
awaye yote,
praise the Lord.
Mungu.
Oh, sifuni Mungu, imbeni. Oh, sifuni Mungu, imbeni. Oh, sifuni Mungu, imbeni. Tusifu Mungu. Oh, sifuni Mungu, imbeni. Oh, sifuni Mungu, imbeni. Oh, sifuni Mungu, imbeni. Tusifu Mungu. Tusifu Mungu. Tusifu Mungu. Paseni sauti na wote imbeni. Oh, sifuni Mungu.
Woo! Yeah, that's my song. That's my song. It's Africa Monday. Osifuni Mungu, all creatures of our God and King. It's Africa Monday right here on the show Inside the Zone with Lady D, Denise Gomez. Good afternoon to you, and you. You're just joining me. You missed a little. Yeah. But of course, we'll be rolling into 6 o'clock in a few minutes. And therefore, I'm going to be rolling right now into a Jamaica ting. So you notice I have you all over the place, because a little of this for you and a little of that for you, reminding you to share the Inside the Zone YouTube channel with someone you know. It's not hard. For those of you who are in my WhatsApp, right beneath where I have Inside the Zone with Lady D is the link that takes you to my page, and then if you haven't yet subscribed, you can subscribe. And once you click on subscribe, just tap the bell, then click all. And once I am broadcasting, I'll pop up in your device, and you won't have to say, I'm waiting on her to send out the link. How come she don't send it yet? They do that to me at church too, Yeah. So hello, everybody. Welcome. 914-600-4228. We have a whole lot to discuss in community life this afternoon. So get your notepads and your pens or your slate. Taking you back to so-and-so days. You remember slate? Write on your slate, right? Yeah. Start out way, way back. 5:52 p.m. Let's get into a Jamaica ting. This is how I usually start it off.
It's a land of special people, a place where champions grow, a magical vibe, so much more than you will ever know. You can't ignore the music, reggae so profound, and when it comes to the track, you know that Jamaica won't back down. On top of the world, we're more than just an island in the sun. A great nation, Bob Marley said, welcome everyone to Jamaica, sweet Jamaica.
Yeah, come to sweet Jamaica with me. Of course, if you're in Barbados like Andrea, she's Jamaican, and she's in Barbados. Hey, Andrea. Lordy, hi to all the Caribbean nationals and the U.S. nationals and wherever you are from. Hello to you. Good afternoon. And I'd like to welcome those of you who are on 104.5, 101.7. What would I do without you? I don't know. I've been here since 2006. Then I flipped over to 2008. So I've been here keeping you company for a while. For a while now. 5:53 p.m. Let's get into a Jamaica ting. Where am I taking you this afternoon? Jamaica and Nancy stories. The Cowitch and Mr. Foolman, courtesy of Moses Hendricks out of Mandeville, Jamaica. Yes. A gentleman had a Cowitch property Now, you all can remember the days of Cowitch. Cowitch ever catch anybody out there like you went to bush? Yeah, Cowitch. He wanted to have it cut down, but whoever cut it must not scratch their skin. Anyone who cut it down without scratching, he would give the pick of the best cow on his property. Many tried but failed. And Nancy says that he will cut it down. Of course, you know how he's brave already. So the gentleman sent his son to watch and see that he cut the tree without scratching his skin at all. And Nancy began cutting, and the juice of the tree began to eat him. He wanted to scratch. He said to the boy, "Young master, the cow you're popping going to get me with here." And he scratches one side. "Black here," he scratches the other side. "Had a red here. Had another black here." But just down at his feet. He went down on that way until he cut down the tree. He got the cow, but he couldn't manage the removal of the cow alone. And he didn't want to get any intelligent person to assist him. He wanted a fool. So he got a man by the name of Fool Man. Fool Man wasn't such a fool as he thought. They removed the cow to a place to butcher it near to the Foolman's yard. And Nancy did not know that. So he said to Foolman, "Brother Foolman, we must go get fire, roast plenty of meat." Foolman said he didn't know where to get the fire. And Nancy pointed out a little smoke a long distance off. Foolman refused to go. He got vexed and started to go for the fire himself. He was no sooner gone than Foolman called up his family, butchered the cow, and removed all the parts, leaving the tail. He dug a hole in the earth and drove the root of the tail down as tight as he could. Okay, I'm sorry about that. When he thought it time for Nancy to come back, he held on to the hair of the cow tail and called out, "Bird Nancy, run, Bird Nancy, run!" And Nancy come and he say, "Bird Nancy, the whole cow gone, only tail." He held on to the tail and both of them thought to pull up the cow. While pulling, the tail broke in two. So Nancy had to give Foolman a piece of the tail that popped off. So with all his cunning, he got but a very small piece. That's it for this afternoon. You think is everybody that can catch a Nancy, no? So that's a Nancy story. The Cowitch and Mr. Foolman. You know, there are some unassuming people. Watch them. Watch them. So hello everybody, welcome back.
Stop culture. Do it like no.
That was my feature of a Jamaica team.
Jamaica. Come seek the island's treasure.
3 minutes to 6 o'clock.
Welcome to Jamaica.
Keeping you in the know with news, happenings, and facts coming right up.
From afar.
Chris Wilby joins me. Oh, on a Monday we have so much to do. And such a little window to do it. Wouldn't you say?
Brown and protected by God. Heaven knows we are.
We're more than just
an island in the sun. A great nation. Oh, God, we say, welcome everyone to Jamaica. Sweet Jamaica.
You know, I sing alto. I can sing soprano, you know, but you'd hear the tone of my voice and think, oh, she sings soprano beautifully. But I sing soprano beautifully.
Island's treasure. Welcome to Jamaica. Come and let us take you out and show you what we're all about. And I know you want to get on down and feel the real Jamaican vibes. And you know we're Jamaican people. We do it in a different style. We take it on the mountains high, way across the rivers high. We're more than just an island in the sun. don't say, welcome everyone to Jamaica, sweet Jamaica. Come experience the culture. We do it like no other. Jamaica, sweet Jamaica. Come seek the island's treasure. Welcome to Jamaica.
I've always loved this song that Richie Stephens has done. Come to Jamaica, come to Yard, come to Rock. Come to the place that they say Irie. And Wagwan.
Jamaica,
Howdy.
sweet Jamaica.
You see it.
Come experience the culture. We do it like no other. Jamaica,
6 o'clock.
sweet Jamaica.
Time signal brought to you by Cooler Runnings Jamaican Restaurant, 1802 Nereid Avenue in the Bronx. Good afternoon to you, and you, wherever you are. Our telephone number is 914-600-4228.
Cargill Community Project, in association with Cooler Runnings Restaurant, presents our annual free Community Thanksgiving Day dinner on Thursday, November 26th, Thanksgiving Day, to be held at Cooler Runnings Restaurant, located at 1802 Nereid Avenue at the corner of Wickham and Nereid Avenues in the Bronx from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. It's a social distance and mask-wearing grab-and-go event. This event is sponsored by Corner Grill Restaurant, Corman Cable 2020, Express Forms and Documents, Shafi 2 Restaurant, Bronx International Church of God, Unity with Love Radio 97.3 FM, Future FM Radio 98.9 FM. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is a Cargill Community Project Grab and Go Thanksgiving Day dinner. Bring the entire family out and let's have a great time. It's a grab and go. See you there. When you are hungry, come to Cooler Runnings Restaurant, located at 1802 Nereid Avenue, corner of Wickham Avenue in the Bronx. We specialize in the best Jamaican and American cuisine, serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We are open 24 hours, 7 days a week. We offer free in-house delivery, minimum $20 purchase, and we also have Uber Eats. We do barbecue Thursdays, fish fry Fridays, and seafood Saturdays. For more information, give us a call for our address and menu, 718-324-7484. Once again, that's 718-324-7484. Cooler Runnings Restaurant, simply the best Jamaican food.
Good afternoon to you, Chris Welby.
Good afternoon to you, Lady D. Denise Gomez. How are you?
Yeah, what's doing on a Monday?
Another Monday. I tell you, I keep saying, we say this every week, you know. It seems like we were just here yesterday.
We just closed our eyes. You closed 2, I closed 4. That's 6.
And we're back again. and the sad thing, you know, is that we gather so much information over the week, and we only have 1 hour to dissect it.
You figure, I'm telling you, we have 58 minutes right now. It's 2 past 6, I tell you. So, ladies and gentlemen, as you know, each and every Monday from 6 p.m. to 6:58 p.m., we take you through the news headlines as they appear. Welcome to keeping you in the know with news happenings and facts. And after we present the news headlines of the day and the week, then we transition into community life. And I'd like to welcome you this afternoon. You're joining me for the first time in community life. Lockdown, illegal parties, the haunted few in COVID-19, and so much more. Welcome, 914-600-4228. Please make a note of the telephone number, and we're anticipating you to call us and have a great discussion with us this afternoon. Stay with us. Don't go anywhere. We now present the headlines in keeping you in the know with news happenings and facts. Starting off with Chris Wilby.
Good evening once again to you, Lady D. Good evening to all the listeners. We start off with news coming out of Jamaica, and I'm reading from the Nationwide News Network here. And it says here that Lisa Hanna resigns as PNP Treasurer. Brown Burke, Dayton Campbell, seen as front-runner for top party post. Southeast St. Anne MP and the defeated PNP presidential aspirant Lisa Hanna has resigned as PNP Treasurer. Ms. Hanna indicated her decision to resign as Treasurer in a letter which was sent a few days ago to the leadership of the PNP. It's understood that Ms. Hanna said she's taking leave of the position on the PNP executive to give the party's new leadership a free hand to choose personnel for key positions. Our sources say Hanna also indicated her unavailability for reappointment to the post. When contacted by our news center on Sunday, PNP General Secretary Julian Robinson confirmed Ms. Hanna's resignation from the post of Treasurer. Mr. Robinson says he did not go into details but about why Hanna resigned from the party's executive and directed our news center to the Southeast St. Anne MP for comment. The outgoing PNP General Secretary says the post of Treasurer and legal advisor will be filled during the first executive meeting following a meeting of the party's National Executive Council, the NEC, on November 29. Meanwhile, our news center understands that Dr. Angela Brown-Burke is being considered in influential PNP circles as the frontrunner to succeed Fitz-Jackson as PNP chairman, while Dr. Dayton Campbell is the frontrunner to succeed Julian Robinson as the party's general secretary. PNP Deputy General Secretary Basil Waite has reportedly expressed interest in succeeding Mr. Robinson. However, it's understood that the leadership of the PNP is in favor of the election of Dr. Campbell as the person to be in charge of the party's secretariat. Both Dr. Campbell and Dr. Brown-Burke were key members of Mark Golding's recent successful campaign for the presidency of the PNP. Mr. Robinson is expected to demit the post of General Secretary a day before the PNP NEC meeting, which is scheduled for the end of this month. Mr. Jackson's resignation as PNP chairman is also to take effect at the end of this month. Both Jackson and Robinson indicated their intention to step down a few weeks ago after the PNP's heavy 49-14 seat defeat to the JLP. Lady D?
Soldier killed by his colleagues. Popular medical practitioner Dr. Jefferson Ford is claiming that the bullet which killed 21-year-old Jamaica Defense Force, the JDF private Renell King, came from a weapon belonging to the JDF. King was part of a joint police military team deployed to a location on September 24, 2020 in Milk River, Clarendon, on a narcotics operation where 2,900 pounds of marijuana and a boat were seized. It was reported that while conducting a search, the team came under fire from gunmen, and during the firefight, Private King was shot and injured. At the time of the JDF report that the joint team provided first aid to King before he was airlifted to Mapen Hospital and subsequently to University Hospital of the West Indies, the UHWI, where he succumbed to his injuries. However, Dr. Ford, who said he was asked by Private King's family for assistance, is challenging some aspects of the JDF's report. He told the Jamaica Observer that after observing the post-mortem, which was conducted last Monday, he was satisfied that King was shot by a member of the JDF. He also said the post-mortem found that the entry and exit wounds on King's body were consistent with that of an M4 rifle. Quote, an M4 is a rifle that is used by the JDF, unquote. However, he admitted that he had never seen an MF wound in the field or in any gunshot with Madman. Quote, I've never seen an M4 in the hundreds of post-mortems I've done involving gunshot wounds, but this was an M4. I'm satisfied that he most likely was shot by a member of the JDF, Dr. Ford alleged. He said the soldier died on September 25, and the autopsy was not done until after an appeal for intervention was made to Prime Minister Andrew Holness in his capacity as Minister of Defense. According to Dr. Ford, following a series of letters between UHWI, himself, and Holness, the hospital took a decision that only its doctors would be allowed in the post-mortem room. Subsequently, the body was transferred to House of Tranquility Funeral Home and a forensic post-mortem done under the auspices of the government. Quote, the family contacted me and said they would like to know if there are other circumstances they don't know about that I could look at, identify the cause of this death, so they can be properly satisfied. The family lawyer also wrote to me, hence my interest, unquote. Amid his pronouncements, Dr. Ford said he observed a number of irregularities on the body and in the form submitted by UHWI during the post-mortem. Quote, I proceeded to Tranquility last Monday morning and found to my distress that the notes from the UHWI had not arrived. I sent the policeman to go and fetch it as we wanted to know what they did at the UHWI. They sent us partial notes that I think were incomplete and then adjusted when they realized I was coming, unquote. In proceeding with the post-mortem, Dr. Ford said the deceased man's face had decomposed and he could only be identified by his mother and sister based on characteristics of the body. Further, Dr. Ford said the findings indicate that apart from the strong likelihood of the bullet belonging to a JDF weapon, there was negligence on the part of the JDF, as the soldier was not wearing a helmet and no one on the operation knew how to administer first aid to the wounded man. Quote, the findings, firstly, were that if the soldier was wearing a helmet, he would not have died. It entered and left at the top of his head, within the scope of the head. If he was issued with a helmet and wearing a helmet, he would not have died. I have since then notified the Chief of Staff, and I get to understand that instructions have been given to the entire JDF that they do not go on operations without helmet, unquote. I also noticed that he died from copious blood loss, and I said it is impossible that they can send a team of soldiers in the field without even one person trained in first aid of such that they could stop a bleed. And this tells you the incompetence of the part of the JDF. They need to rectify that immediately, unquote. He also claimed that the post-mortem suggested that there was no efforts made at UHWI to resuscitate King, and it seems an assumption of inevitable death was made because of the entry and exit wounds. Quote, the attending doctor and I scraped his arm. We literally rubbed off his arm to identify an IV trace that could prove they made an attempt to resuscitate him and save his life. We did not see any, and I'm writing the university hospital about that, which was negligent on their part. There was no puncture wound to show IV or blood infusion. Of all the extensive photographs we have, we did not see at any point where an attempt was made to resuscitate the soldier, Dr. Ford said, and the headline continues. Chris?
Men told wearing masks is the manly thing to do to safeguard health. Men must get serious about developing and engaging in healthy lifestyle practices to improve their physical and mental well-being during the novel coronavirus pandemic, says State Minister in the Ministry of Culture, Gender, Entertainment and Sport, Orlando Terrelong. He was speaking yesterday at an International Men's Day IMD church service at the Constant Spring Road Church of God. The service is among activities to commemorate IMD, which is being observed on Thursday, November 19, under the theme, A Man's Health is a Man's Wealth. Terrelong said the theme is important especially at this time when Jamaica and other countries globally battle the novel coronavirus pandemic. He dismissed suggestions that men who wear masks as a COVID-19 safeguard were weak, describing those views as a nonsensical approach to combating the coronavirus. The state minister appealed to Jamaican men to disregard this perception and to take care of their health by wearing masks and thereby protect the health of their family and loved ones. Against this backdrop, Terrelong said, "We want the men in Jamaica to step up. It is the right thing to do. It is the manly thing to do. It is the masculine thing to do." On Tuesday, November 19, an IMD Observance and Celebration Forum will take place at the Jamaica Pegasus Hotel from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m., during which the 2020 Outstanding Father Award will be presented. There will also be a soft launch of the Exemplary Male Role Models 2021 calendar, as well as a presentation on the implementation of the Young Fathers Jamaica initiative. Lady B.
Okay. The headlines continue here. Good afternoon to everyone. A new Gallup poll finds that just 49% of Americans say they would shelter in place if public health officials recommended it because of a coronavirus outbreak. That's down significantly from the 67% who said so during a Gallup poll taken in late March and early April. What's the point? The coronavirus outbreak got lost in the news shuffle during the last month because of the election. But just because the media isn't covering the pandemic at the same level, it doesn't mean it has gone away. In fact, we're looking at some of the worst coronavirus numbers in a long time, and unlike earlier this year, it's not clear at all that the public will do. Let me rephrase that. I do apologize. It's not clear at all that what there is that the public will do to what's necessary to slow down the rate of infection. A glance at the numbers tells the story. Right now, the virus is raging in pretty much every state. As of this writing, a CNN analysis of Johns Hopkins University data indicates that the number of coronavirus cases is up in every state compared to last week, except for Georgia. A New York Times examination of the data shows that in over 90% of the states, there was a daily average of at least 50 new cases per 100,000 people over the past week. Horrifyingly, there are more daily new coronavirus cases than at any point of the pandemic.
Georgia Senator David Perdue declines to debate opponent ahead of a January 5 runoff. Georgia Republican Senator David Perdue has declined an invitation to debate Democratic challenger Jon Ossoff ahead of the January runoff election for his seat, CNN has learned, and will instead be represented by an empty podium. Perdue declined an invitation to participate in December 6th debate with his Democratic rival, St. Marilyn Ryan, the chair of the Atlanta Press Club, which is hosting two separate debates for both Senate runoffs. Ossoff's campaign told CNN they have accepted the Press Club's invitation, with Ossoff tweeting Sunday, quote, "Looks like Senator David Perdue is too much of a coward to debate me again. Senator, come on out and try to defend your record. I'm ready to go," end quote. The senior senator from Georgia drew fire after withdrawing from a debate just before the election day, following a debate that saw Ossoff label Perdue a crook, and Perdue accused Ossoff of profiting off China. Instead, Perdue attended a Trump rally in northwest Georgia. The runoff in Georgia is an extension of the November 3rd general election, where 52% of Georgians voted against Jon Ossoff and his radical agenda. Perdue had a commanding first-place win, outpacing Ossoff by over 85,000 votes. In nearly every other state, Perdue would have been re-elected already. Purdue campaign manager Ben Fry told CNN in a statement on Sunday. Athorpe responded during a Sunday rally in the Atlanta suburbs, calling a debate the bare minimum voters should expect from candidates.
And at 90 minutes after 6 o'clock, a 5-year-old boy is in serious condition in hospital after he was attacked and mauled by several dogs. The child, Mikel Allen, is from St. Dacre in Alexandria, St. Anne. Head of the St. Anne Police Superintendent Carlos Russell, incident happened when the child was returning from a community shop yesterday afternoon. He says the child was bitten on the head, back, and arms. He says the police have identified one person who owns at least one of the dogs, but he says it's not yet clear who owns the other dogs. Superintendent Carlos Russell, head of the St. Anne Police, speaking a short while ago with Nationwide News, and this happened in Jamaica. 20 minutes after 6 o'clock, that's a wrap for keeping you in the know with news happenings and facts. Of course, you are welcome to join us by calling 914-600-4228. That is 914-600-4228 to discuss the headlines as we transition into community life. Welcome, everyone. Chris Wilby and yours truly, Lady D. Denise Gomez. We're here with you until 7 p.m. this evening. Don't forget to call us, 914-600-4228. Chris Wilby, let us start talking.
Yes, ma'am.
So, headlines. Lisa Hanna. Now, the fact that Lisa was not successful in acquiring the number of votes to have won the position of president. In addition to that, she did not turn up at a recent meeting for the party. And now she is resigning as treasurer. Has everybody talking? I heard a gentleman calling on one of our prominent stations in Jamaica, and the man is saying that, so here you have a woman who was aspiring for this high-ranking position, and now she has MIA'd. Is that how she would have run the party? And he's saying no wonder she didn't get the votes, because she, as beautiful as she is, and we know beauty is not cutting it in this regard, but people tend to make reference to her beauty. As beautiful as she is, and as smart as she is, well poised, articulate, etc. They say she's hard-headed. It's just that the general public doesn't seem to know that. But once you, and this is all alleged, Denise never met the lady, so I can't say. But they're saying that the view that's out there is, if she can't get her way, she will stand up firm and tell you this is not going to work, no matter what you say or do. And if she can't, get her way, it's the highway for you, pretty much. So now, the gentleman was questioning on that particular program if this is how she would just not show up one day for work, kind of thing. Now we know that it is said she's always in her constituency and doing her work. As to why Lisa is now resigning, I don't know if she just take it to heart and can't bother, or she's saying, fine, I will just continue being the MP. I really don't want any of these overarching positions that's going to put me in, more demanding. I don't know. You have any take on that?
Oh, I have lots. No, you know my take on Lisa Hanna from even before she ran. I am not a fan of Lisa. I have been following Lisa Hanna for a very long time, and she comes across to me as vain. And when I say vain, we are in the 21st century, and everybody is calling out for equality. I've said this to you on a couple of occasions. Lisa Hanna seemed to be trying to use her beauty to garner votes. Now, she has a constituency, And the constituency is literally falling apart based on reports from out of the constituency. When Lisa Anna got to that constituency, they were winning the constituency by 5,000 plus votes each time. And she has dwindled that away. She has squandered it away to almost losing it, barely winning it by 32 votes the last time. Now, one of the problems that she faced is that she is not a team player. It is very evident, and now it is coming to the fore. People within the constituency were saying that for years, that Lisa Anna is not a team player. She is, I say this, and this is how it is going to go. And that is how she has always been. That is how she has conducted herself. And then she comes on social media and parade around as if she is trying to get the she's trying to get the votes for being the most beautiful woman, and that rub a lot of people the wrong way. And she's proving herself, and she's proving her critics right. People like me, who has been criticizing her for years, she's proving us right. When she lost the other day, suddenly she became sick, and she could not attend the inauguration of, or the swearing-in ceremony of the winner of the presidency for the party. And now she is resigning as chairperson of the party and not offering herself for any other post within any formal leadership post within the party. It goes to show that she is not a team player. She is not a party person. She just wanted the position because she thought she was the most popular person in the party. That's it.
Okay, so, and I would also like to add that when I observe Juliet Holness, Prime Minister Andrew Holness's wife, and how she projects her image to social media, which is global, so that's to the world. She shows you what she's doing in her community. She's in her water boat, she's moving through the community, connecting and collaborating, and using her office to get her community sorted out, right? Settled. But invariably, did you see Lisa Hanna doing that? She has been criticized for, just being in her two-piece swimsuit. And, wait, sorry. But it has happened, and it has not done her well. Even though when you see her in her videos, right, she's chilling with her people and so on, but the chilling alone not gonna cut it. If she still has, her personality is as it is when it comes on to dealing in a productive way with her counterparts, right? There's a big old difference with just a lime out with your people in your community as opposed to operating in the office that you hold. So here you go with that. All right, so we can move on. Now, the next headline that most people to date are perhaps aware of is the recent beating to a 17-year-old. Let's see who is calling us, Chris. Let's take a quick call. Welcome to Keeping You in the Know. My name is Denise, Lady D. Gomez, alongside
Chris Wilby from Caribbean Vibes Radio.
There you go. And Chris. Yeah, let's get on with it. Good afternoon. Welcome.
Good afternoon, Sister NMT.
Oh, help me, Lord. Yes, good afternoon. Yes, good afternoon.
I thought you were going to introduce yourself as Brother Tukuma.
No, you're Brother Tukuma. I am Big Boy.
Okay.
Oh, Lord.
All right, welcome, Big Boy.
Thank you. Anyway,
Lisa Anna is very, very vain. Very vain. And she's a little spoiler because here we are again. Three issues she's having. One, she wasn't at the meeting after the election of the president. Then she's in her constituency. Only. Secondly, she come up sick, not able to attend his swearing in. And now she's throwing in the towel as treasurer. It's interesting to note that if I'm correct, Mark Golding was our predecessor as treasurer. I think he was treasurer. And I guess when he vacated when he ran for member of parliament, if I'm correct. And she succeeded as is. But anyway, even more proof that Lisa was not the choice to be leader of the party. It's kind of behavior. Mm-hmm.
Yes, and it's sad.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate. She has the potential, but not the discipline in that regard.
Oh, absolutely. And she.
Yeah, it takes more than that, because the responsibilities that this position comes with, your emotions can all be all over the place. Today you feel like, and tomorrow you don't. You still have to function.
I heard a gentleman from the constituency said leading up to the election, the presidency, that if Lisa got the position, God help the People's National Party, because that would have been the end of the People's National Party. This was a former councillor from the area. They haven't spoken to Lisa Anna in years. Lisa Anna does not speak to her own councillors in the area. I don't care what kind of a problem you have. As a leader, you cannot just write off a section of your constituency. Especially, it's the thing that I found amazing is that these people aren't JLP. You could understand the party faction and
right.
but these are People's National Party councillors, and she don't talk to them at all for years.
Yeah.
And it's not just one; it's about 4 of them in the area she don't talk to.
Yeah, you have to build that kind of camaraderie with the people who are working alongside you, because it's all about building community, and the community involves the people. So you can favor one side or not favor the other, or not know how to operate in dysfunctional situations, because you will have that. But your primary objective is to lead your people and build your community up.
But it doesn't make sense. In the common sense to tell you that, you're gonna represent people and you're not with them. That's just suicide. Let alone you live a town and you're and these are country people, and I know that she live a town, but she live a very high polluted lifestyle, wealth lifestyle, and you have people I know the constituency. There's 4 people, country bus people, and you're going to turn around like that. Come on. That's why, and maybe that's also part of the thing that's going on, because of who she is and how she flexes against them.
That is the report. That is the report that's coming from the constituency. I heard a few of the councillors, and they say that how she operates is it's her way or no way.
Yeah.
She will come in, and if you have a discussion, she will just tell you, well, this is what is going to happen, this is what, and she does not tolerate any other opinion. And once you decide to go against her, she's gonna just sidestep you and just go around you. That's how she operates. And if she was going to take that to the national level, it would have been devastating for the People's National Party.
And it would have created more chaos internally.
Mm-hmm.
Because people would not
Apparently,
take
she have some amount of autocracy about her.
Yes.
But so, I mean, the excuse she gave why she or the reason rather rationale to vacating the treasurer position. I mean, so plausible. That you want to do that and to give the new leader we choose. But the leader don't choose those people. Those people they're elected.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be applicable to senators to say, okay, senators would resign, unblock, and get new leaders for and choose senators. But for elected position of treasurer, that has nothing to do with the leader.
No,
it's not done that way.
Yeah.
Interestingly enough, I must say that I had the good fortune of having a phone conversation yesterday with Senator Norman Horn. And one thing, because he had said that he wasn't interested in running as leader of the party. That called him to ask as leader, and he gave good reasons. And he was saying also that he would want to be seated as senator to give the leader position freedom to do that. And so as a result, he's not a sitting senator right now. So I said to him, okay, well, how about, because you are definitely interested in leadership, but not the way at this time, especially for the party leader, why don't you give a shot at the general secretary position? And he said, yes, he would, but he believes that it should not be an elected position. It should be an appointed position by the party leader. So that's the only way we'd go about it. If so here we have it the other way around. He's saying, okay, if he should be appointed, he's not interested in being elected. He's the president being appointed for, and he gave the reasons for that. It made sense. But quickly, back to Lisa and contrast Anne-Marie Val's JP over there in Eastport. And I heard an in-depth interview with she and Chris Hughes one day last week. And she's a hands-on person. She actually was. She said she was called. The people that asked her to run to replace the member of parliament who had died. So she was actually elected last year in a special election. And she said she moved from
she
Kingston
relocated
and resided in the constituency.
Yes. Which I
So
thought when I heard her
for Parliament.
Yeah, when I heard her interview, because we have heard her and people have, how we just not have nothing to talk about sometimes. They've often ridiculed her for the flatness in her tone, and that all kinds of things they've said about her. But I don't think I don't, and the lady can't do nothing. That's just how she talk. But
I can't. Sorry, I don't cut you. I can live with it because truth be told, I'm cool with that because I thought she was. I mark you. She's not bad by blood. She's bad by marriage. But I thought that maybe she was polluted.
No.
But when I hear her speak, and my woman is down to earth, then I'm cool with that.
Yeah. And so when I heard the interview that she had with Cliff, it gave us a great insight into who she really is and the heart that she has for the people in her constituency. I was very, very impressed. We have heard her because when she and Raymond, what the other one name? The other was vying for the position on the PNP. Damian Crawford. When I heard, the dialogue between the two and all of that, as intellectual as Raymond, as Damian, as Damian, is, and you have to give that to him. He really couldn't touch the people like she did. no matter what he did, which is why she was successful down there, sir.
Right, because again, East Portland is country. I know the place.
So you need, when you go to country, you have to know, use up your lingua like country, no matter how many I's and T's you can dot and cross.
You have to go country.
Okay. And many people don't understand that. You and I can come on here and talk and sound all bourgeois and blah, blah, blah. But there comes the time some people, when they call you, you can't do all of that now.
No.
Right? So
No.
people need to know how to connect. And like Lisa, she don't know how to connect. She thinks she does, but she doesn't.
And she was, I think she was fooled there, by the polls that were going around. I think she people talking about Lisa, and what she didn't realize was that if this was a contest where the mass of the people were had a say, she probably would have won. But this was a few people, probably 4,000 people, the delegates. And the delegates are people who are strategically placed within the party.
That's right.
These people have an understanding of how the party works and the structure and all of that. These are not just some little people from down a country who say, I love Lisa, and they're going out to vote. So that is where I think she read the whole thing wrong, because I believe she felt that she had it locked up,
Yes.
But I was hearing, and I did not feel that she was going to win. Even though the hype was around her, I thought it was going to be close, but I always felt like Mark Golding had the delegates. Because he has the respect of the party hierarchy, because he's a businessman. He is, I don't know. For me personally, I feel that the party is in
a better
hand. Right. A better place now than if Lisa had won it. I really feel, and I'm a Jamaica Labour Party supporter, but I feel like we need to have strong leadership in both political parties, because in case one party falters, we need to have an alternative.
It seems so. All right, thank you.
Yeah.
Let's move to the next. Let's move to the next headline.
I never thought Lisa would have had it quickly. I was all for Mark as the person who would win for so many reasons, and especially at a time as this, and with such a small opposition, they need a very form level person, and I just think that Lisa was the person for it.
All right.
Yes, I agree with you.
Thanks, Dale. We go to the next headline.
Thanks, Dale.
You're welcome.
Okay, take it easy. All right, keeping you in the know with news happenings and facts, and we are, these things go. When you start talking with people, you go to the next level. So, again, I'd like to play a clip for you of the mother of Kaylin Dowdy, who was beaten up badly in an illegal, again, another of these illegal parties that they're having that they're not supposed to have, or if they're having a gathering, it's at a minimal number, and in this party something tragic occurs.
17-year-old Kaylin Dowdy was badly beaten by a group of women a week ago at a party in Boise Lane off Barbican Road in Kingston. The incident has triggered national outrage, with hundreds demanding justice for the young girl. CVM Live spoke with Kaylin's mother, Venetia Buckley, moments after she visited her daughter in the hospital on Saturday afternoon.
She is not moving, she's not responding much, she's not doing much of anything. Her eyes are opening, and that's pretty much it so far.
Okay.
CT scans came back good as far as what the doctors say, but there's a lot of damage that they say they can't determine what is what.
Ms. Buckley says though she has not seen any real progress in Kaylin's condition, she remains hopeful that her daughter will recover.
So her arms are swollen, both arms, her upper body is swollen. There's air in the brain. It's pushing down on the eyes. Yeah.
She says Kaylin will need to do an MRI, but the available dates are not until another month.
And that's a bit far away. The MRI is urgent. The MRI suite has to be big enough to accommodate her ventilator, her bed, and everything.
The mother deeply condemns the act of violence against the teen. So how is the rest of the family dealing with it?
Everybody's distraught. Constantly crying, constantly screaming, constantly worrying, constantly. Everybody is just distraught, hurt and broken.
The St. Andrew North Police says 2 of the 5 women wanted for the vicious attack have been arrested. Superintendent Aaron Fletcher says the 2 will be charged.
We are still outstanding 3 other females who by this time they are aware of themselves, and we are hoping that they will find it prudent to turn themselves into the police and save us the trouble of having to search for them to bring them into custody to account for their action or their role in the whole issue.
Reports from the police are that Kaylin and a 29-year-old were beaten and stabbed by a group of women after a dispute broke out. Christine Forbes, CVM Live.
So, Chris.
Yeah.
I tell you, there's a subsequent video that I also saw on the YouTube where they interviewed her mom. And there is a video that is going around on social media where people are saying that she is woken up and all of that. I heard her having an interview with Abka Fitzhenley and Abka and Daniel on Nationwide, and the mother is saying no, her eyes just open up, but she's not getting better.
She's not conscious.
She's not conscious. That's just one of those reactions that you get.
Right.
So, you know, I had to say to myself, and then what she also said, she's blaming herself as a parent because she felt that fine, you know, Kaylin came and asked her if she could go to this party, and she thought about it and said, yes, you can go because, you know, you've been cooped up in the house and so on and so on, but now she regrets it. Because you go to a party. No, these are 5 grown women going after a 17-year-old. Usually when women are in parties, anybody who know about these kind of parties and stuff, you know, it's a profiling thing and how I look and all that. And if I look at you and you're looking back at me and I say, what you're looking at me for, right? And I maybe say to you, so me can't look. It not give you no right. And to see the cowardice, they waited until she walked off. And it's a Hennessy bottle. You and I have seen Hennessy bottle. It ain't no little thin glass. No little thin material that makes up a Hennessy bottle. And use it and clobber her. Even in her neck, she's punctured. And then in addition to that, and the people in the party. The people in the party stand up there and watch Chris.
You know, Melody, we're living in a very... I don't know how to classify the times that we're living in, because that's the nature of people these days. I remember growing up where something like this happening, you would have somebody coming to stop you to say, no, don't do that or stop or what. These days, you don't find any of that. People are... I have seen incidents where people are fighting and people are moving forward to part the fight, to stop the fight. And others are drawing back those people who are going forward and say, no, no, leave them. Leave them, let them fight. That is how callous we have become. You know, it is just sad. I don't know what to say, you know, about the entire, because I heard one of the interviews from the mother, you know, where she kind of outlined. She said, you know, she made sure to say that she wasn't really there, but according to what she heard, this is what transpired. The daughter was there, and somebody said, "Why are you looking at me?" And you know, blah blah blah, whatever. And that's how it started. You know, looking at you, and you don't want me looking at you, and then next thing you know, arguments start, and that's it.
Man.
And now this girl is going to lose her life. I mean, they're saying that even if she pulls through, she's going to
be a vegetable, pretty much.
brain damage.
Yeah.
So I mean,
yeah, she's going to be a vegetable.
It's going to take a miracle for her to survive.
My God, you know, your daughter leave your home, and then the next call you get. That's frightening. Frightening. 914-600-4228. Let's hear from you. We have 10 minutes to go. And please don't wait until, you know, we are wrapping up, then you're calling. 914-600-4228. That's our telephone number. We would love to hear from you.
Let me just give a shout out to a couple of people on my page here, Lady Dame. I want to say good evening to Muma Matalan on my page. Paul Harris. Paul says, people have no courage these days. The world has gotten cold. Muma Matalan says, Henny bottle is one of the toughest bottles in the, let me see, I missed that one, in a liquor store. Yeah, so, yeah, good evening to all those listening in on my Facebook page, Caribbean Vibes Radio.
All right, once again.
Go ahead.
Once again, 914-600-4228. Let's hear from you. Now, we also woke up to this headline about the 5-year-old boy hospitalized in serious condition after dog mauling. Did you know that these are some mongrel dogs in the community? The child goes to shop. I picture myself going to shop as a child and skipping my merry way back home. And can you imagine, you see these dogs, 5-year-old, coming at you. They beat him up in his head, in his neck, all over. He was mauled. And so they're trying to figure out who the dogs, well, one person said one of them is his. But they're still trying to figure out who the others belong to. And it's not the first time you and I are discussing about dog mauling in Jamaica.
Yep. Yeah. And there was a law passed recently. I think it was sometime last year, where they're placing more stringent measures on the owners of these dogs.
Because as a child, you know, my sister was bitten by a dog who is usually behind his gate in his yard. But that day, the gentleman had gotten home, and when he opened the gate, the dog slipped out. But you hear the thing now, the dog slipped out. So when he parked his van at the gate, he didn't actually go inside. The dog is underneath the van, nice and calm. But my sister and I, we were going somewhere with our mom, and we were running down the street, and she was ahead of me. Now, I was a little athlete at the time, so clearly something went awry while I was in the back. And she was ahead of me, and who did we see come out but Mr. Skippy? And he pulled my sister down and took out a nice chunk out of her upper thigh. And the gentleman, you know, rushed with her out to Chapelton Hospital, and they stitch her up and stuff. And I've been bitten too by a little mongrel down at my ankle. Had to give me how much stitches in my ankle.
So I know these things about dogs. So it's, Chucks.
One of the things I think that there needs to be some form of accountability, serious accountability for those people, for people who are having dogs and can't control them. I believe that if you have dogs, you should keep them in your yard, and your yard is supposed to be fortified. You shouldn't have your dogs just running up and down all over the place, because you don't know when they're going to, as tame as you might think they are. You don't know when they are going to, change and decide that they are going to bite somebody or whatever. So, I don't know.
And then
good evening to you, Sister Veronica Chambers. Just giving a shout out to a few people again.
Okay. Nice.
Grace Beatty and Wilby Yvette.
Okay. Good evening, Wilby Yvette. Want to say hi to Pat and to Andrea. Saying all hi to everyone tuning in on, of course, CaribbeanVibesRadio.com, sign radio.net, and 104.5, 101.7. Sometimes no good news is good news. Sometimes the news sound fine, but another time it is what it is, and we have to present them, and we have to present them to you. There's also another one as we're wrapping up at 5 minutes to 7 o'clock, where a Clarendon mother gutted after son's body found in sewage pond. You had heard of that one, Chris?
Yes.
And this happened down
Sad.
Lord, Mommy, you can't carry me with you, were the last words Anika Davidson said her 6-year-old son, O'Shane O.J. Banton, said to her on Friday. O'Shane was reported missing on Friday around 3:30 p.m. after his mother failed to locate him upon her return home. A search launched to find the missing boy ended in tragedy on Saturday afternoon when his lifeless body was found at a sewage pond in Lionel Town in Clarendon. The distraught mother, who cried inconsolably when she spoke with the Star, said that the decision to leave O'Shane home that day is one she will regret for the rest of her life. And, it continues. These are, challenging times. I have dealt with the issue of acid attacks on this platform here called Inside the Zone. And there is an article dated November 15, which was yesterday. Shackled by disfigured face, young lady pleads for help to remove scars caused by acid attack. I wonder sometimes when somebody says they're going to get you and they decide on the measure by which they're going to carry out that act, and then they resort to the acid approach. Because they know that if they get you real good, catch you off guard by throwing acid at you, usually they go for your face because they want to send a message, that cruel message, that hateful message. And they, as we would say, douse you with the acid in your face. It disfigures you.
Yes.
And here is this young woman, that had happened to her. And, she needs help to get plastic surgery and all that kind of thing done, which is no chicken feed money to get that done. Let's wrap up, Chris. We'll be 2 minutes to 7 o'clock.
All right, Lady D, thank you once again. I want to thank all the listeners of Linkage Radio, Sign FM, and of course Caribbean Vibes Radio. Thank you for tuning in, and we hope to be back here next week, same time, to present the news all over again. Have yourselves a blessed evening.
Thank you, Chris Wilby. Walk good.
All right.
All righty. 1 minute to 7 o'clock. Thank you all for tuning in this afternoon to the Monday Drive, keeping you in the know in the city you walk, drive, and reside. And I'm looking forward to being here on Thursday. On Thursday, it's going to be so busy going to be busy. I'll be talking to Andreen Bonner. Andreen has her book out, and we're going to be talking on Thursday at 7:30 p.m. And I'll be talking to Kamika Morrison out of Canada on something that's interesting. So you stick and stay with me on Thursday from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Thanks to Cooler Runnings Restaurant for sponsoring the show. 1802 Nareed Avenue. Go on over, purchase your dinner this evening, okay? Walk up and say, I'm here to buy my dinner. Lady D said I should come over, and you place your order. Thanks to everyone. 104.5, 101.7. Blessings, everyone. Enjoy your Monday evening. Go put up your foot, have some tea, sip some tea of sorts. It's a little cool outside, isn't it? As always, love yourselves, love your children, and remember, in everything you do, it is the will of God concerning your life. Blessings. Mwah. I'm out of here.
Yeah, man, Sanchez, keep it locked. Linkage.
There are radio stations within the ear, but to this, none can compare. Trying to figure what to think, because now with us, you're fully linked. Stay linked to Linkage Radio, your home for entertainment.
This station rules the nation.